Hello, Aries, and welcome to your July 2019 reading. My name is Donatella, Empress of Swords. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Always, thank you guys so much for following me. I really do appreciate the comments. I really do appreciate every time you guys have anything to say about what's going on in your lives. And whenever you guys talk to each other about, everything that's going on, it's so crazy how simultaneously everything is happening at the same time. It's like a bunch of different crazies, and there's like no one to blame because there's this huge domino effect of everything that's happening right now. As I was starting to shuffle earlier, I was feeling like my hands were super sticky, and my hands were literally clean when I started, but when I was shuffling my cards, there was something about like sticky situation. And I went and I took there's like this really special water that I use for cleansing, and I had to stop shuffling completely. I had to put my cards down. I had to go rewash my hands, rewash my crystals, everything, bring everything back, and then just restart all over. So what I want to tell you, Aries, right now I could just get the sense of like sticky situation. You had been left out in the cold. You've been left out in the cold for some time now. I don't know, it was, I feel like there was some part of like unfairness in your situation. I think that maybe you had been dealing with someone that was a little bit selfish. They were kind of thinking of their self. I think you've always been looking out for yourself, but this was the time when you kind of feel like you were left off guard, and it's kind of like a sticky situation. So that's why I have Five of Pentacles. What's following that is the High Priestess. So that's what's crossing it. For you to get out of your sticky situation is for you to listen to your intuition. So I don't know, Aries, what you're doing to distract yourself from situations or distract yourself from the trouble that's going on in your life. I get the sense of, I just need to sit down right now. I just want to waste some time right now. Maybe I can just start talking to the people that I could just waste time with, so that way the hurt is not as bad. Or if it's not wasting time with people, maybe it's going towards addictions, whatever it is, to turn your intuition off, whatever it takes for you to not really have to feel that pain and see it for what it is, because it is a tremendous amount of pain. Aries, like, I don't think whatever happened to you was really truly fair, actually. But there's a lot of dishonesty. That's what's going on, and I could just get this. I get this sense of dishonesty around you. It's been kind of hard to trust people. So in your mind, in your focal mind, like they're like in the front of your mind, you're thinking, because this is like the top card right here, what's crowning you. I want to take fast action. Should I take fast action? Can I take fast action? Is this the right person to take action with? You want to take fast action. I think you want your life to get on the road, whether if it was finances or starting to be in a situation financially or where you live at. I think you want to make it better for yourself, but I get a sense of you're not satisfied with where you're at. I know that you are living in a different situation now than you were a couple years ago. You are a completely different person than you were a couple years ago. You do understand things now more than you ever did, and you're starting to cross paths with people that that are letting you know the feeling of connection and the feeling of disconnection. So you're really starting to see that more now. And feeling that is tremendous on you. Feeling that so much disconnection is making you feel like retreating is better, because every time you want to hang out with people is just such a waste of time and money for the effort of people that are not even worth it. So for your focal mind, I pulled out an extra card. There was some recent types of cards that I bought. It was, other than the regular standard tarot weight. The Raider, I think it's called the Raider Waite Tarot. Anyways, the new ones that I got were the Enchanted Map. So this is supposed to be an add-on to your reading. The next card that I get is card number 49, okay? Now, Aries. Now, in regards to you rushing, okay? In regards to you feeling like I need to rush, I need to have this success, I need to move, I need to start this relationship, I need to move forward. I think your energy is a little bit here and there and everywhere. And I feel this energy of you want to rush, you don't know who to decide it on, or you're trying to figure out how to invest it. I get the Talisman, number 49. So when you get that card, it says wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake, Aries. Whatever you're inquiring, great fortune awaits you, for you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to your success. So you have gone through some experience that has given you some wisdom. You see everything exactly for what it is. Like now you can actually really see it logically. So if there's been too much passion in your life, you really can feel a sense of being more logical. In the past, if you had a Virgo around you, maybe that energy came towards you to balance you out. So we'll cross different paths with different zodiacs so that way we can get balanced out. So if we're too fiery, Earth will be pushed on us. Or if we're too fiery, then water will be pushed on us and it'll just completely put us out. Have you ever been so in love with a water sign where their love is too much and then it just completely dries out and you just feel like you're a desert? It's kind of like that. Sometimes there's no more steam. Sometimes you're dried out and you need another element to rebalance out. It's not that you're a non-committal person, Aries. It's just that you don't want anyone to put out your fire. It's so easy to put it out. Because once you engulf in flames, whether it's in passion or anger or whatever, you need someone that's stable. And you kind of feel that kind of sense of stability with Virgo or Earth sign. And I kind of, I've already opened the cards before I started, and I see that energy later on as I'm reading whatever's going on. But in your focal mind, you want to think, okay, I think you were kind of going towards a person that had their finances together, their shit together, their stability together, someone that was trying to make you kind of think about that kind of idea in their mind in regards to stability and finances and things like that, because you felt like that was going to kind of balance you out. But you're not sure if you should rush forward. And because in the distant past, I felt like you stayed too long. You stayed way longer than you were supposed to stay. You're the kind of person that is out whenever you don't feel like there's a true connection with someone. And for your type of personality, for you to stay with someone too long is kind of weird, especially when people see you as such an independent, like soldier warrior kind of person. And who cares what people see you as? It's just that a pattern is changing, a pattern that people would, expect you to do. It's just something different, something completely different than your own personality. And Aries is always known to be someone that's very independent. And if you were with someone, it would be someone that independently kind of thinks like you, but almost more on your track, but someone that can kind of balance you out where you're not too fiery, or you're not too, like your fire's not out and it's not too engulfed. In the recent past, whoever you dealt with took your magic away. I feel like you were dealing with someone that was highly manipulative. They seemed like they were completely vulnerable. Like they need help, but they really don't need help. There's this person in your life that is seriously crying wolf, Aries. This person is not genuine. This person is constantly thinking about their own like, my gosh, I wanted to say sensually. That's so crazy. Maybe you understand something to that. They're thinking about their self sensually. Like, Aries, you're dealing with someone, I don't think you've seen this yourself, but there's someone that could have excited you, whether it was like spiritually. They could have been an earth sign. Maybe they are your twin flame. Okay, it could be like, or maybe it could be a false flame, or, whatever you want to call it. But there's like some crazy connection to someone that you have that normally you would never connect with. Like before you met this person, they changed your mind about something about them. So you met someone in the past that you told yourself, I would never go for a specific kind of thing. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to go for this because it's different than whatever I'm used to. And then you're like accepting it. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh, it's like this. It's kind of like, I want to say it's kind of like the feeling like you're kind of like a soldier for someone. You're fighting for someone. You're being great as you can be, but there's someone that constantly needs to be dragged along. There's someone that constantly like drains your energy so that way they can fill themselves up. There's no give and take. There's no give and take at all. And this is the sticky situation that you're trying to get away from now. In the beginning, you didn't see it that way. In the beginning, you thought that this person was someone that was like on a high spiritual connection, and then it turned into some kind of like selfishness, where it turned into huge mass amounts of manipulation, and then you felt like you had to be manipulative too in some crazy way. And Aries, what I'm trying to tell you is like when you're away from this person, I think they're kind of getting a sense of like what life is all about, because when they're away from you, they do feel this sense of sadness. Yes, they do. And even if you don't believe it, they are going through some lessons that they need to get through. If you are a female Aries, I have a feeling that in the near future there is going to be a King of Wands that's coming towards you. A King of Wands could be a very passionate man who is very, he should be someone that inspires you financially. He seems like he's very stable. He seems like, you know, if you've slept with him already, the sex is freaking amazing. If not, this is someone that just drives you like crazy. Like he just knows how to talk. But you kind of get a sense of like, is this going to happen? Is it going to happen? But it's like a feeling of it's coming close. But when is it going to happen? Or am I sure if it's this person? This person is very fiery towards you. This is not someone that you have to really try towards, and you'll sense that when you kind of push back. This is in the near future. So if you don't feel this right now, feel it in about 2 weeks. If you're gonna have a vacation, get that vacation out of your way, because when you come back from your vacation, Aries, you're gonna feel this sense of rejuvenation. The only problem about this King of Wands, guys, is, and if you are this King of Wands, I feel like maybe you're going to give yourself very passionately to another woman, or you know, another man, or whoever. Like, you know, you're gonna give yourself passionately to someone, you're waiting for someone to give themselves passionately to you. Right now, like at the end of July, it's not the time. You kind of get the sense of their rising, their spirit or their essence is coming towards you, but it's not moving anywhere yet. So I just want to let you guys know that. I have the Chariot in reversed, so you have to kind of go through the eclipses. Do some research. There is an eclipse going on around the 20th. It's majorly affecting the cardinal signs. 100% for sure it's affecting Capricorn. For sure it's affecting Cancer. 1000%. Aries and Libra are also being affected right now. This eclipse is going to really, really shake you right now, Aries. Whether you're going through a breakup right now or you're starting something new with someone else, your life is dramatically changing. You're waiting for this huge passion, Aries. I feel like you're waiting for this huge passion of this love that is supposed to come towards you, but I feel like it's on a standstill and it's not coming, if that makes any sense. You feel the essence of this person coming, it's not coming. You kind of get that vibe a little bit later on more too, and as 2-3 weeks go by, you feel like this energy is in and it's out, and it's in and it's out. They have a mature, either it's two different people, like this person, there's a person that has a mature offer, and it's coming, it's like it's not there yet, because this person is always in and out, or they keep putting a standstill in the relationship, or it's another new person that you're meeting and it's going to be in and out, in and out. This could be a person that is a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, but I have the Knight of Swords. If it's not this sign, then it's going to be someone that has like really harsh truth, like super harsh truth, where you're like, damn, you could be this honest about life. Wow. But it's like really in and out, in and out, in and out, and you don't know if like this person is real with you because they've been so hurt, if that makes any sense. I feel like you may want to rush towards this King of Swords, but they're in a kind of a mood phase. So if they're very moody right now, I would feel like nothing is going to happen, and you're probably deceiving yourself for now. For now. This person possibly has a lot of options in their life. That's why. They've been very hurt. They've seen people start things and all of a sudden just leave or not help them out, or you know, whenever they ask for something, it's never delivered. They're just used to that. They're just used to that kind of thing. Whenever they need something, this person that you're asking about, this person that you're inquiring about, this person is just so used to not getting help that it's like business as usual. You know, like what else is the world going to bring me? I already know nobody wants to do that extra. So that's why they're in a phase of like, what other options are there? I want to make my life the best that I can make it, because this person already knows that they're in king level. They're in, you know, they're in a high level. And when they're in a mood, they were dealing with the Knight of Pentacles. So either they were dealing with an earth sign or someone that was like not generous with them financially, and an earth sign could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus. But basically what they did was they were dealing with someone where they had to like give too much, whether it was financially or emotionally, anything that had to do with progressing in a relationship. They overgave. They overgave so much to the point that it broke their back. And they don't know if they should give anymore. Like, they've been so burnt. So that's why they're doing like this in and out energy, because they're trying to test you to see if that ping pong situation works. If they hit if they use their racket to hit that ball, are you going to hit it back, or are you going to let it fall and not help them pick it up, kind of thing? Because they're the kind of person that is overly generous. And if they know that you're in and out, then they're not going to pursue you. They're not going to think of you as anyone that's serious. But if you're consistent and you're stable, then they're going to be there for you, and it's just going to grow. Because I feel like this person wants to take a leap of faith. They want to do more. They're willing to do more, but there's so much that they have to do. There's so many people that they have to help. There's so many changes that have to go through their life. They're in the process of leveling up in their life. So if you want to do the hard work, if you have that effort, if you have that energy, then you could definitely go towards this person. They're not going to ever look at their options. But this person is very real. So the more time you spend with them, the less you're in and out, the more you talk about truth with them, they will develop honesty with you. But the thing is do you want to have honesty with them? Do you really want to share more? Because they're going to be in and out the more you close up. They're the kind of person that is not afraid of confrontation. They're the kind of person, if you talk about something, they're going to be completely honest with you. And if you back out, then they don't look at you as a consistent person. So if you are there for the long haul, they will give anything to you. They will be on your side. They'll vouch for you. But the thing is you have to consider them too as well. This could be a new energy that's entering in your life, or this could be someone that you're trying to work with right now. But that's the reason why they're in and out, is because they need that extra additional help in their life. And if you're not ready to do that for them, if you cannot muster up the energy for them, then they cannot drown themselves just to be in love with you. It's not something that they can ever consider doing. They're just a person that is completely focused on success. Aries. I have the card of the moon, okay? So there's illusion in your mind. You're thinking there are other possibilities of income. You don't have the strength, but all you're thinking about is family life. So I have the Queen of Pentacles. So Aries, if you're dealing with a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn, this is an earth sign, it's reversed. Or if you're dealing with your own finances, maybe there was a time that you were doing better. But right now I feel like there may be a struggle with finances, okay? And it could be because of this person that you were dealing with. There could have been a very financial abundant woman that you helped. Or it could be that you used to be that financially abundant woman and someone sucked you dry. Or it could be that you were dealing with a very feminine energy of earth. So it could have been like, even if you're a woman and you were dealing with a man that was a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, this person had a more feminine energy compared to yours, meaning you could overpower them with rules and decision. You could be like, no, it's green. And they're like, no, it's blue. And you're like, it's green. And they're like, okay, fine, it's green. They're that kind of person. You know, they're just like, they don't want to win. They just want to have you kind of scenario. But I feel like this person helped you see things in a different way, even if this person was temporarily in your life. They gave you a different perspective about money. And maybe this person is supposed to teach you about independence of income. Because I noticed that when you call in forth the earth energy, meaning a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. So if you've been cool, you've been chilling around, no one's been hyping up no one's been complaining about your fire going, ugh, then earth signs are not sent to you. But when there's too much Sorry about the jiggliness. It's so real, I don't care. But when you're towards someone that is like super honest with you, like super, 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 super honest with you, honest about finances, honest about like, you know, what's going on, doing what, there is a feeling of, we could really work on it. We could really be honest because there is something to talk about that we could work on. We don't have to lie and say it's absolutely perfect. If you get what I'm saying. And there's nobody on this earth that's perfect, okay? So Aries, do not trick yourself. Do not fool yourself. But there are people that are willing to work towards it. There are people that are willing to make it better. And there's people that are sitting on the sidelines. Now, I get the fact that you do have to work, but I feel like maybe you're leaving your social status a little bit. And I feel like you might need it for business possibly. So if you need to like get back on social media, or if you need to get back with your friends, I feel like there has been a person that's been wanting to talk to you. It could be an air sign, could be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius that would like to talk to you, or it could be an earth sign that would like to talk to you. This is a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. These people are not in their best element right now, and they want to take a leap of faith. There's some people that want to take a leap of faith with you. They're looking for strength. They've lost the fire in their life, and they're looking for a lot of strength, and fire brings them a little bit more home stability in their life. And I feel like you kind of lost some power when you're away from specific certain people, like friends or maybe a lover that was in your life. Even if they were temporary, you kind of try to pull that energy back of that lover for a few minutes or a few hours or a few days, so that way you can get that juice, so that way you can get more back on your life. That sounds kind of selfish, but I just feel like maybe your battery has been so drained that you need 10 minutes of someone's juice, and then you're out, and then you're back for more energy. Some people just have that extra juice, and when they give you that extra juice, you feel really, really amazing. You don't have to use that juice back towards them, but as long as you tell them that it's friendship and that, you know, like you're being cool and you're being honest, like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting an exchange. Just be like really truthful. I know that you're being hurt right now. There is a person that you really love. This person could be a water sign, or they could be an over-emotionally person. This person does not have their emotions in check right now. They could be a water sign. They could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, or they can have all these elements in their charts, guys. It's just a person that used to be very loving towards you, very emotional with you. And I just feel like now they can't control their emotions. Sometimes they're even at a point where they're disrespectful. And, you know, like I feel like you had the upper hand before, and it's like this person's like out of control with their emotions now, and you're like, what am I gonna do? Let me get a little bit more advice. I have unexpected visitors card. Jeez Louise. Right when I'm about to say, let's get some advice. Who's this? Who's this? That always scares me when the doorbell rings. I just want to be alone sometimes, but unless it's like my besties, that I'm just like, yay, thank you guys for coming, I appreciate it. But I get it, Aries. You're like, oh my God, who is this at my house? Put some incense on. I'm putting some incense on. I heard ding dong. Who's here? Who the hell is here, right? Who the hell is here? Who's taking out your fire? Trying to light this incense. It's like someone's trying to take out your fire. And then when they take out your fire, or when they come and visit, you feel all fiery and you get all excited again. I feel like there's someone in your life that makes you very, like this incense. Are they an air sign? Or an earth sign? Whatever it is, they know how to calm your ass down. Okay, so let me look it up. Let me look up unexpected visitor. There's a card that has a little bit extra meaning on unexpected. Who the hell is this unexpected visitor? I know you're scared. I'm scared. It's probably not that scary. All right, here we go. Detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts. All right, so you were telling yourself, oh, I'm going to take this break, and I'm going to wander around, see who else is available. Who else did I miss a chance with? Detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts. Expect the unexpected, Aries. No matter how detailed your plans are or how clear you believe the road ahead to be, there are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise of turn of events signals that the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet, except spirit. Who knows what you can't comprehend now? Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There's a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. All right, guys. Remember, there's a visitor, or you're visiting, or there's something that you did not plan that's happening, okay? So if you're asking something from the universe, or you're telling people something from the universe, just be careful, because whatever you're asking for, it's coming towards you, okay? So really sit back and ask yourself, why am I needing this specific energy? Why am I asking for this specific energy to be in my life? Will it benefit my life? Is it something great that would be in my life? Is it better than before? Am I going to be honest about it? Because you're a very honest person. So if you're going to live in disharmony and dishonesty, then you're going to be like, what the fuck is this shit? I need to go. Excuse my language, but pretty much that is the way that it is, where you're going to feel like, you know what? I need my independence. I need my space. I can't deal with this shit. So you let me know. You let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. I love you, Aries. And I feel like you definitely do need to be respected, and I do respect your business too. But when it comes to finances, okay, like there's a Queen of Pentacles. And I'm telling you, if you're dealing with an earth sign, they will put out your fire. They will, if they're your boss, they could take your finances away from you when you're too fiery. And if you're too fiery, you're going to go towards the air instead of the water. Or sometimes you'll go back and forth in circles, back to the water, to the air sign, whatever, or the earth sign. I feel like fire, Aries, I'm calling you fire. You've been looking for a balance. I think you've been in between all elements. Maybe you were dating someone at some point, or maybe some of them were your best friends. It could be you were crossing between energies so you could balance out. There was times that you were chilling with water signs to balance out the fire. You were chilling with air signs to balance out the air. You were chilling with earth signs to balance out the money. So when it came to the air signs, you were just there to learn how to communicate. When it came to the water signs, you were there to learn how to feel emotion. When you were with the earth signs, you were learning to be more financially stable. So now you're crossing paths with someone that has so many options because they have leveled up in their life, if that makes sense. So it's up to you now. It's up to you where you could either level up financially and then have the earth sign, or you could level up emotionally and have the water sign, or you could level up communicatively and be with the air sign. So I think you have every option around you, but it just depends on, do you know exactly what people want, so that way you can do these connections? Because it's more than that once you cross the paths of that earth sign. Earth sign usually wants stability. They want their finances going. Air sign wants someone that's like hecka communicative and also social with like other people. They don't want to sit at home and watch Netflix all day. And water signs are probably cool with that, but you need to like have a lot of emotion. You can't just be like in and out. So fire, Aries, what is it that you want? Whose bullshit can you deal with more often, where you don't have to be in and out, where you don't have to feel like your fire is being blown away? Can you deal with air talking so much, or can you deal with water washing away your love, or can you deal with earth sign taking away your finances? What can you deal with? Because I'm telling you, nobody is perfect, but it all started with communication. So maybe this is something that you can tell yourself, where you can ask yourself why you're backtracking, why you're making your rotations, why you're doing. I can't even talk. It's Mercury retrograde. Do you guys know what Mercury retrograde is? You guys should look up what Mercury retrograde is. Almost everything broke this month. The more you know, the more you see things, you're like, oh, this is why that. So look up eclipse, look up Mercury retrograde. It's gonna be very educational for you, because you're going to be really surprised, and you're going to understand more why the energy is working this way, especially if you've been frustrated that things are not moving really fast. I'm telling you, it's on the calendar right here where everything is going. Eclipse will take everything from you, so that way you could rebuild and have something stronger. It's shaking your foundation. So if you had foundation with an air sign, it's shaking that. If you had foundations with an earth sign, it's shaking that. If you had foundations with water sign, it's shaking that. It's going to shake it down to the core where you just got to get honest. And if you've been wondering, if you've been struggling, if you don't understand why does it have to be always this in and out energy? Why am I getting bored? Why is it not right? It's because air signs want communication. They want sociability. They want to stand out proud when they're in front of people. And whatever it takes to be proud in front of people, they want you to portray that. So if you're trying to hook up with an air sign, you're going to have to compete with that. Not compete with that, but work on that. And if, like I said, if it's with the earth sign, you have to work with that. Your finances, whatever that stability is, whatever it means to be stable. Earth sign is more about show me what you're doing financially. Are you capable of doing this? Are you able to make a good life for me? And when you're with that, I know that I'm repeating myself, but I feel like you need this right now. I feel like I've been very quick with Aries, not really explaining with really what's going on, but I feel like this honesty has to come through. There's some paths that you're going to cross and you're going to be tested for exchange. So if you could learn to build exchange where it benefits you, where you don't have to, where it doesn't have to be manipulative energy, where it doesn't always have to be sex related, where it could be friendship based and it's like genuine friendship based, where it's actually a help out, not where, oh, we're just here to hang out, we're going to have fun for 2 minutes and I'm going to leave. Where it's actually like, hey, you help me out, I'll help you out. So if you're Aries, if you've been wondering why your friends have not been helping you, or if you've been wondering why your partner is not helping you, there's specific things that these specific 3 different elements other than your element need help with. And if you're dealing with the fire sign yourself, Aries, then ask yourself, what am I doing with this other fire sign, that what they need? Because you kind of know exactly what your element needs. And if you're with the fire sign already, you guys are literally mirroring each other. So exactly whatever you're feeling, if you're with the fire sign yourself, you're going to be feeling that, mirroring it back and forth, especially if you're the same element. You will see the same things. That's why when you go through readings and you listen to other readings, they always say, they usually have them sometimes in categories where, you know, the reader will talk about air signs, fire signs, water signs. You guys are speaking the same language, so you guys are going to be going through the same thing over and over. But if you're dealing with another fire sign, fire and fire is going to create a lot of fire. So when you get out of that, you're going to probably try to link with an air sign to cool off, or a water sign to water yourself off, or an earth sign to be more financially stable. So it just depends on where you are in your life, because Aries, I feel like some of the stuff that you're going through is temporary, or some of these feelings that you have are temporary. And I feel like right now you don't know where your destiny is leading. So, you know, when I read that to you, if you have a couple moments, I just want to read it to you one more time. If you guys want to shut it off right now, go ahead and shut it off. But I just want to read it to you one more time. It's really, really important. I just really want to just dig it inside one more last time. Detour, surprises, and paradigm shifts. Expect the unexpected. No matter how detailed your plans are or how clear you believe the road ahead to be, there are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise turn of events signals that the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet, except for spirit. Who knows what you can't comprehend for now? Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There is a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. Okay, Aries, hopefully I will see you back in August. And like I've said, I can never, ever, ever, ever do a reading when the energy is off. I have to meditate on you for a very long time before I'm able to do a reading. And when I feel like the energy is unclear, when I feel like it's too much, like, you know how Gemini season, it's like always in and out, people are unsure. That energy for me was honestly a waste of time. If you ever deal with a Libra, because I'm a Libra, if you ever deal with a Libra, they don't like dealing with any bullshit. They will communicate every kind of bullshit that they will not deal with, and they will just be honest, like an open book. So I'll tell you this. You're going to go through this energy where you're not going to deal with bullshit. And I'm telling you, whatever you want to go through, whatever expectation you have in your life, you need to talk about it now. You need to talk about where you're heading now. And you need to really analyze it and be really super careful with what you're speaking out loud, because whatever you speak out loud, the angels are listening to you. They will bring that energy back and forth to you. But the question is, do you want to click on that energy? So So your spirit will be here, and their spirit, you won't see them around you. You won't see this person around you. They could be guiding around you. But your energy, depending on if you're going to click with their energy, so whatever earth sign, air sign, water sign needs, if you want to click with their energy, that energy could click with you. But if you want it to pass by you, that's your own choice and that's your own decision. And this was a very, very important lesson for you. And this back and forth with June, even like a Gemini, they think back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But when both the twins are satisfied, there's no more back and forth. You get Cancer season. You get this emotional embrace. You get this relief for you. So you might be wanting to be by yourself in July, trying to contemplate who do you want to be with, what are the most important things for you. You may feel some sadness. You may feel some heaviness because it is a water sign. It is a time of water and emotion. You may have a lot of fun. There will be a lot of highs and lows possibly. But ask yourself too, what energies do you want to deal with? Do you want this to repeat again? Because there's a lot of synchronicity that's going to happen. There's a lot of detours that are going to happen. And it's a lot about what you're thinking in your mind, what kind of bliss that you need in your mind. So let me know how this works out. And I won't, like I said, I won't do a reading when the energy is wishy-washy. I want to come towards you and tell you the truth, the way that it is, and at the right time, at the right moment when you're going to understand what's the right thing for you. So take that time. It could be emotional, but don't overwhelm yourself. Don't distract yourself. That'll be very important. It's a very important lesson. Don't distract yourself. I love you all, Aries. Have a great one. Take care.